When you look at me, right? I don't appear as like the biggest guy, and trust me, this video is proof of anything. Yeah, I'm not. For years and years and years, I have been like the smallest guy in like any group you put me in. For those who don't know, I am a cross country and track runner, a distance runner at that. So of course, like we're known to kind of be smaller. So I guess I'll tell myself that. It'll make me feel better. But you know what? I kind of realized about roughly a month ago that I'm kind of sick of being small. I never was super into the lifting throughout my high school running career. We probably lift like once or twice a week, and it wasn't that much. I just have done a shit ton of core and gotten away with it, and I got nice abs, and I was always kind of cool with that. I'd always put in the work, but it was never with the weights. It was never worrying about getting my arms bigger. You know what I mean? It was never about that kind of stuff. But again, about a month and a half ago, 2 months, like I was thinking, I was like, you know, I'm so sick of this shit. Like I just don't want to be small anymore, you know? Plus I figured it would probably benefit me for my running anyway, so I figured why not give it a shot? Why this? Like of all the things that can make me bigger or whatever, why this? Because quarantine that's going on right now, this seemed like the most simple solution. I don't have that many weights to work with. I do have some, but it kind of maxes out at 25 pounds, and again, there's only a couple more, so it's not gonna do much. And I saw this thing, right? Not a challenge, not an experiment, right? But just this thing. I don't know what to call it. It was where people did 100 push-ups a day for about a month. I want to say, just before this really gets into this, I'm not doing this only for a month. I'm going to continue doing this. I've seen nothing but progress, so I'm going to keep on doing it for a couple more months, you know, until I just gonna be huge. And I'm not trying to get really big out of this. I just want my arms to be bigger. I just don't want to be as small as I am. We're just gonna get into this. Here we go. This is what I look like. This was me, 2017. It was right before my junior year. I'm a freshman in college right now. Now a sophomore. Last day was a couple days ago. This was me in 2017, man. Roughly around the same time. This was May 2017. I am, God, you can smell the disappointment. This is kind of how I looked for pretty much, well, again, but arm-wise, arm size, tone, whatever, that was pretty much it till, again, probably 2019. It got a little bit better during the fall because coming to a new school, we obviously lifted a lot more, so there was a little progress, like a teeny 0.00, you know what I mean? So it's barely anything. Roughly, if I'm gonna base anything on what I look like before, it's probably this, holy shit. I did it one day. I did the 100 push-ups a day, right? Just for one day. And then the next day, guys, let me explain this, right? I have not been this sore, or that sore, I should say, upper body-wise in my entire life. I had to take 6 days of just like off. And those first 3 were horrible. My forearm was just, everything was wrong, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, I counted as like the before. And, you know, we kind of actually started it up. Getting into week 1, right? This is what I look like pretty much at the end of week 1. First day, right? I can get 18 push-ups straight. I fixed up the form, so I learned how to actually do that. What I would do basically to get to the 100, I would do each set, I would do sets until I got to 100. I stopped each set when I stopped at exhaustion. If I got the next set, basically, it was gonna be like 10 more reps or whatever. It wasn't, but it's fine. And then I would just stop when my arms literally could not go anymore. I'd basically collapse. And then I would take about a minute or 2 rest, and then I'd start it again. And then we got on to week 2. Week 2 was interesting, right? A lot kind of happened in week 2. I noticed a change. I got up to 22 push-ups, which was weird because I was only doing it for a week, but I already noticed, you know, kind of 4 improvements, so that was good. I also started introducing curls at the end. So every time I finished the 100 push-ups, I would go and I would do 3 sets of curls, which again, I would go till exhaustion. I would just do them until I couldn't do it anymore, and then I'd stop, take about 2 or 3 minutes rest, and then I would do another one. Here's what I look like at the end of week 2. You can notice a little improvement, a little bit, which was weird because again, it was only been 2 weeks, but you can still notice there's something from A to B. I was shocked that I was already seeing a little difference in like such a short amount of time. Basically, then for week 3. Week three was interesting. I feel like there wasn't too many differences, honestly. This is what I look like towards the end of week 3. Week 3 was like hard. I actually, at the first day of week 3, I took off. That was the first day off I took. My arms were just feeling really heavy. I couldn't do like that many. I got like 15 and then I had to stop. I did the exhaustion. That was first set. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a day off. I'm just gonna go on to the next day. So that was the first day off pretty much I took. And I don't regret it. I came back the next day and then I got to 26 in a row, which again, little improvement. You can't notice too many differences at the end of week 3, you know, but it pretty much looks the same. But again, it's only a week difference. I don't know, I wasn't really expecting much of a difference, but you know, definitely progress from oh my god, I should it is what it is. Fuck it. I am ashamed. Something else about week 3, I actually started introducing core. This was totally unrelated, but it was a time where I've been doing all my cross-country training, so I was gonna start doing core in the first place, so I fit that in. I pretty much do about 5 minutes of core right there. I was gonna move up a minute of core a week. But what I was doing now basically was I would do the 100 push-ups, which actually at this time, week 3, I moved up to 120. I would do the 3 or 4 sets of curls. I would do the core, and then I would finish with myrtles. Oh, also lunges. I'd add lunges in there. But again, the lunges and the myrtles and stuff in the core I basically was doing for running anyway. So I thought I would, instead of doing them right after my runs, I would just add it in with this so it could be like a longer workout. Once I started doing that, it would take me about 40 minutes to an hour. And then we move on to week 4. Oh, look at the little hand thing that I just did on that. It's great. Sorry. Week 4 pretty much is the same as week 3. This is what I look like at the end of the week 4. This is actually being done right at the last day. It's officially been a month by the time I'm recording this, which is the day before I'm uploading it. Here's the thing. When you look at this picture, right, you notice huge differences. Like, it's my arm is literally double the size, right? I don't even know. It's not where I want to be, basically. It's still considered like what I think small. I don't want to be like, oh my god, this guy's really making this video about how he's doing push-ups. Look how small he is, whatever. The goal, I'm trying to get better though. You know what I mean? Come on, guys. Leave me alone. And that's why I'm gonna continue doing this for a couple more months or whatever, because I want to actually get to where I want to be. Like, this is still small as shit, basically, right? 35 I did today. So I did 35, but at the start of this week I did 31. I'm pretty sure, yeah. So I could do 35 push-ups in a row right now, which again, I don't know how I went from 18 to 35 in a month. I don't know if that's like the appropriate amount that someone should approve at while doing this, or I just did it more. But again, you have to consider I was so weak. You know, I like doing all this stuff. I think it's really simple. It makes me really motivated every time I do it. You know, I like seeing results. You know, if this is the end, it's much better than week 1. It's much better than where I was a couple of years ago. Oh, one more thing, sorry. I actually moved up to 130 now. So right now I'm doing 130. So now I'm at 130. Thank you guys so very much for watching. itsDvon. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you all next time.